doll. She must have lost her mentality, did she?
Grandma Bessie?
Yeah.
Well, we all kind of do when we get to that age. And she was. I think for about the last year she was sort of having difficulty.
Yeah, she had.
Well, anyway, this is when we would move down to St. George. And I wrote it, and I read it. Every time I read it, Anna just goes, "Do you want to go in the other room, close the door, Anna?"
I'm just setting things down.
No, I meant if I read this.
Oh, go ahead.
One more time, Anna. All right.
One more time.
All right, one more time.
Thank you,
Well, this
Anna.
is ode to surgery. It's prostate surgery. The pain has been horrific. It's been really hard to take. It's good it's been me to suffer, for no one else could make it through the mist of hell and suffering and still have a bright smile to give. They branded a barcode on my most private part. It looks good. It's quite a work of art. If I come back with a pain of some kind, they just run a scanner across me and know what to find. Tubes, I have tubes running everywhere, and every day they add some more. I hope they know what they're doing, but I'm really not so sure. One tube comes out down below. It seems to have a golden glow, but clear, like gently flowing honey or Becker beer. They save this liquid every day to fertilize flowers, some people say. I'd rather see it used for fun, like phony applesauce for a pun.
Apple juice.
This isn't the end of the story. There's really much more to say. Now comes the saga of diapers. With several changes a day. It seems I've come full circle, from birth to 71, from flour sacks and safety pins to Pampers. It's not much fun. One day I'll start to prinkle on my very own. It will be almost the happiest day that I have ever known.
He was 71, my word.
Anna
20
just
years
goes
ago.
into, she gets so mad at me for reading this.
That was 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
That you wrote it. Good thing you wrote it then.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
one.
Well, it's nice.
But I've saved all these things. Some of them are kind of dumb. This is something I learned in high school. Fat black bucks in a wine barrel room. Barrel house kings with feet unstable, sagged and reeled and pounded on the table. Pounded on the table, beat an empty barrel with the handle of a broom, hard as they were able. Boom, 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 with a silk umbrella and the handle of a broom. Boom lay, boom lay, boom lay, boom. Then I had religion. Then I had a vision. I could not turn from this revel in derision. Then I saw the Congo creeping through the black, cutting through the forest with a golden track. Then along the riverbank 1,000 miles, tattooed cannibals danced in files. Then I heard the boom of the bloodlust song, a thigh bone beating on a tin pan gong, and blood screamed the whistles and the fifes of the warriors. Blood screamed the skull-faced lean witch doctors. Whirl ye the deadly voodoo rattle, harry the uplands, steal all the cattle, rattle, 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 boom, lay, boom, lay, boom, lay, boom. I learned this in high school.
Did you learn it, Brad? Maybe.
Why would
I didn't.
Why would they teach that to a guy?
I missed that day. I don't know. And why would somebody carry it in their wallet all these years?
I think it just kind of brings back memories.
Anyway, that's enough, dear.
No, read us another
Well, I
one.
think I'm about through. Oh, one day I was in the doctor's eye doctor office down here, and I come out, and this guy was coming in, and he said, "Hey," he says, "You won't make me want to read something to you." It was kind of funny.
I didn't know you had
so-
all that in your wallet. No wonder there's no room for money. You kids
Gosh.
been up to Lou James?
Not yet.
Oh, then when did you get here?
About an hour ago, so.
Oh, you're
Yeah, we
kidding.
have been here very long.
We
Oh.
dropped our youngest daughter at the missionary training center
Oh, you
yesterday,
did?
day before yesterday.
Where's
We
she
just sent a
going?
grandson
Baton
to,
Rouge,
where did we send our
Louisiana.
grandson, Anna?
He's in Barcelona, Spain.
Oh,
And he has been there a month or less.
Oh, yeah, a couple of
But
months.
he is so happy and so and he can't talk the language yet because they was, well, when he got out of high school, that was his goal. And that's when they said that they'd accept younger.
Oh, yeah.
But they got so darn many that accepted that they had no room in Provo to teach him anything. So so he went
They
right
had
directly to Spain, but he
MTC
still
down
doesn't
there.
know the language. But
Well, he probably does now.
well, he's so thrilled and so happy, we can't believe it.
whose son is he?
He's Matthews, our youngest.
Uh-huh.
And somebody said, well, how long's Dylan been wanting to go on a mission? I said, seems like he was 10. You know, he is absolutely, that's been his goal. Before college,
Good
before
kid.
anything, just one of those.
So he's
I don't know how he,
18?
I don't know.
You
I don't
know,
know how he belongs to us.
The World War II started, or it was in full glow when I got out of high school, and I wanted to go on a mission. And I got all ready and got drafted to go in the Army. So I had to go to Europe and kill people instead of,
Baptizing. I've read your story in that Sevier County book
Oh, yeah.
twice. It's a good, well-written story.
I'll have to read it. Anyway, I didn't ready to read this. This guy stopped me and says, I want to read this to you. He said, old age is hell. The body gets stiff. You get cramps in your legs. Corns on your feet as big as hen's eggs. Gas on your stomach. Elimination is poor. Take X-Lax at night, but then you're not sure. You soak in the tub or your body will smell. It's just like I said, old age is hell. The teeth start decaying. Eyesight is pure. Sex life is shot. It's a thing of the past. Don't kid yourself, friends. Even that doesn't last. Can't go to parties. Don't dance anymore. Just putting it mildly, you're a hell of a bore. Liquor is out. You can't take a chance. Bladder's weak. You might pee your pants. Nothing to plan for, nothing to expect, just the mailman bringing your Social Security check. Now be sure your affairs are in order and your will is made out right, or on the way to your grave there'll be a hell of a fight. So on this new year, feel fairly well, and thank God you're alive, although old age is hell.
This is the one that's on
I don't know the
and
guy,
this
never
is our
saw him
son.
again.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a big kid.
This is our son.
Good. That's your
this
son,
guy.
this is the grandson.
This is Matthew, this is Dylan. He's tall.
Who are you talking
Yeah,
about?
he is.
Oh,
Your
the,
grandson that
And
went
this
to
is
Spain.
well, he's well over 6 foot. 'Cause Matt-
Anna, you ought to get some of that good stuff.
This is good.
Oh, I've got that.
Hey, you know, one of the things that I was doing, I'm writing this history, my mother's family. My mother's an Anderson,
Let's see.
Oh,
I
no,
got,
Renee.
he's the oldest.
Renee
kid.
Anderson,
Okay.
huh?
And then.
See, she's the daughter of Floyd and Lita
This is
Anderson, and their son is graduated in your class. That was Dean, Dean Anderson.
And Margaret.
So there was Dean Anderson and Lugene.
Oh, here.
She was in your
Melissa.
class, right?
Wow.
The two
You
girls.
know, I
And
came
Matt
across my
and Ted
history
and Jim,
that I had written
the kids.
So how many
about
did you
just
have?
my personal life,
Okay.
and
And then
I
the
read it and I was
the
amazed.
grandkids, that one,
See, I'd lost
that's his
my
sister.
brain, and I
Now,
said,
is that
I've got to
Dylan?
find some
Dylan.
kids in town, with my friends. There
Just-
wasn't a soul in Sevier Valley
No,
except
they
for
come
Mary
along once in a
Evelyn
Yeah.
Hummel?
Hummel.
Oh,
And
then
so I
he's
took
been
it over
out
to
for a
her,
month.
and
He's
she
been out
knew every person, every event,
Been out,
everything, the thing, and I didn't know it.
March, 1st of March.
So she's got a brain, even though she's not too good physically.
She's in Monroe, isn't she, at the home?
I wish I'd gotten one of our daughters.
She's in the Monroe Care Center.
And then my Uncle Hal graduated with your class. Remember Hal Anderson, who was deaf?
He was deaf, Warren. Remember your good friend Hal?
I've got a class of the whole, I've got a picture of the whole class of
He doesn't remember.
Do you?
graduates.
And the other one in that class, I think, was Seavey,
Jim Seavey.
the one that went on to live on the East Coast, that was a doctor at one of the...
Oh, Roger Seavey.
Roger Seavey, I think, was about... He might have been a little
He
older.
was born a
I'm
little
gonna go
older.
get
He
that
was the age of
picture, and
Jim's.
you might.
But anyway, Brad, this is our tribe. All of them, 5 of them.
Wow, you'll have... Okay, this is your daughter here. I'd recognize
Oh, that's
her.
Melissa.
Melissa.
And this is our daughter Margaret.
Margaret.
And this, let's see, Jim's the oldest, then Whitney. He'll be here in a little while. He and his wife.
So where's Whitney live?
He lives in Salt Lake. They don't have any children. And Jim has, how many? 4 or 5. And then Margaret lives in Salt Lake. And Matthew's in St. George, teaches school down there. And he teaches, Jim teaches at Purgatory through the school district over at the prison.
Oh.
You know, it's 18-year-olds and under, and he loves it.
Really?
And-
Up at Salt Lake?
No, down in St. George.
Oh, they have a prison down there?
This on standby.
And the thing about it is he just loves it. And I'll have to show you. He taught all of these prisoners, or what they were these prisoners. They're under 18 and they're, you know, problems. And he just loves them all. And he just